So today I'm going to show you how to draw something in 2-point perspective. So I'm going to start, as usual, with my horizon line. And as you may have guessed, with 1-point perspective, you have 1 point at which everything vanishes. 1 vanishing point, I should say. With 2-point perspective, you have 2 points at which things vanish, so 2 vanishing points. And the purpose of 1-point perspective is to be able to accurately draw something that is at a corner, and that'll become clear what that means in a minute. So what I'm going to do, with 1-point perspective, I drew a couple cubes. I'm going to draw the same cube but in 2-point perspective so you can see the difference. I'm starting with the corner of the cube, and what I'm going to do from these 2 points, I'm going to connect them both to this vanishing point and to this vanishing point. Okay, so there's one. Here's another. Alright, so that's the beginning of kind of like a corner in 1-point perspective.
2-point perspective, I meant.
Let's see. What I could do is put a little dot here, put a little dot here, and from those I could kind of make it the top of the cube. Now, this line here, this corner line, I'm going to draw a parallel line right here. And same with on the other side. Alright, so now I've drawn something on its corner, on its side I should say. And I can erase these lines if I want to. So if you think of this as kind of like a basis for a drawing, there are kind of infinite possibilities. This could be a city building that's on a corner. It could be a house. It could be kind of like an abstract, the beginning of an abstract work. It could be just a cube. It could be the start of a vehicle. I'm going to show you a really great example that a student's working on right now. So here's a truck in 2-point perspective, and you can tell it's 2-point perspective because the corner is the closest thing to you. And things go, if these lines were to continue forever, would vanish somewhere over here. These lines would vanish somewhere over here. And this is the student's drawing so far. And he started with something like this, something very, very boxy, that he then went into and started kind of adding details and curving some of these lines here so it didn't look so boxy. He's doing a fabulous, fabulous job. I wanted to show this as a great example. And as with all perspective drawings, as you can tell, things get smaller as they go farther away from you. So this the front of the truck is fairly large, and then this is small back here, as you can see. Same with over here. These lights are bigger than these lights because these lights are closer to you. And just for a reference, this is a 2-point perspective cube. See, it has 2 vanishing points. And this is a 1-point perspective cube. It has 1 vanishing point, although there are 2 cubes. You see a whole side. Here, it's the corner that meets you first. I'm going to show you some other things you can draw with this technique. Vanishing point, vanishing point. This is basically what we just drew, except it's a little bit more refined. It has some windows, a door. This could be the very start of a drawing. Here's another one. Here's the corner that's closest to you, and we have a barn in 2-point perspective. Do you see this is the edge of the barn here? These go off there. These go off there. Here's a really cool kind of futuristic city drawing. Here's that corner that's closest to you, and here, as you can see, the vanishing point is over here. This is even labeled over here. It says VP, vanishing point. So there are 2 vanishing points. And here's a kind of like a castle wall. Okay, vanishing point would be down here. And as you can tell, even the bricks themselves follow the perspective. You see there, the bricks are a lot smaller and closer together down here where they are farther away from you than they are here where they are closest to you. This is a great example. So that is 2-point perspective.